What is up, guys? Logan here again with another video coming at you. I want to thank you guys for all the support as always. Don't forget to check the links in the description. Robinhood free stock, the discords have been popping off, so I really appreciate it as we're almost at 1,000 members in the free discord. And I also have a premium discord where I give my callouts as well. But let's get right into this video, and I want to talk about why Palantir has more juice in my opinion, and where I kind of see their stock going over the next couple of days. First, we'll do, a little VWAP, EMA talk, and then I also want to draw some lines for you guys, and I can kind of talk to you about the symmetrical triangle pattern that was forming, which led to this breakout right here. Now, I personally did not trade this. I missed this. I was not watching Palantir at this time during the day, but it did get me kind of, I was watching a little bit when this candle happened on the VWAP, and I wanted to see kind of how he moved. The market was still kind of shaky. The VIX right here got a little shaky again. Of course, not as bad as it was here. And I watched the VIX to see how volatile we're supposed to expect the market to be. Everything was still downtrending, but Palantir actually started to uptrend before everything else. It seemed like almost everything else was lagging behind today. So let's draw some quick lines so I can show you guys the symmetrical triangle pattern and how you can use this in trading Palantir. So if we look here right at the open, right, we had a ton of volume, over 3 million trades in the first 5 minutes. The candle right here, it did extend all the way to 27.08. I did watch it right here, but the candle closed that 5 minute at 26.85. Now this is very important when it comes to trading, right? Because you can see here, candle closed down here. There's a red candle. Even though we dipped below the VWAP, we did not clearly break under it or continue to push above it clearly. We still closed here, which is lower than where we closed the candle before. So of course that one's going to be marked red. So we're going to kind of draw this line of resistance. I'll start it right here. So we'll draw that all the way diagonal until right about here where we get our little breakout candle. Now this is cool with the symmetrical triangle pattern because this is when you start to make higher lows and lower highs when it comes to trading in this channel, and this is how you can look for a breakout pattern. Now this is one thing that is very important to me is the VWAP and the 180-day EMA. So the VWAP right here, we crossed underneath it, but it's not a clear break. This is a clear break of the VWAP. Of course, we're not attached to it still, but we're still trading above the EMA, so you can't get too excited when it comes to oh, it broke through the VWAP, that means we're coming down. Let's put all the money on puts and we're gonna ride this thing down to 20. No, it doesn't work like that. The next candle, little green, then we tap the VWAP. It seems to now be another form of resistance, which means, okay, this is a no calls here. Of course, it continued to sell. Now here we are on the 180-day EMA line. So now, even though we got pretty ugly here, I would say if you're looking at this around 10:20, saw that Palantir hit 27.08 this morning and now it's down to 25.40. Maybe you're kind of freaking out, maybe not. So if we start this trend line right here, you can kind of see that it meets just like a symmetrical triangle. It looks like a triangle, right? Hence the name symmetrical triangle. As you continue to make lower highs and higher lows, this is a really cool little pattern, and I totally missed out on this because I only watched them around here. I saw this little bump here, but when you're not looking at the rest of the chart, because of course we don't know exactly how it's going to move, but this is a really great indicator as we are now above the VWAP. Volume is still pretty low, but we're above the VWAP, which is bullish. So even taking an entry here is not a bad position. And right here we get that clear break, and this, right, like I said, the top of the range. Then we consolidated a little bit, and then this resistance turned into support, and there we go. And this is where you see we trade in this channel really quickly. Now I'm just drawing this to show you guys, we're above the VWAP, huge breakout here. So this is the breakout, and then throughout the rest of the day, consolidated, and then close to power hour, as you guys always suspect, right? We get volume coming back in, and that's what we do is we either go up or we come down. Of course, we're trading above the VWAP still, above the EMA, so this is still bullish. And it got green. We closed the day at 28.50, and after hours still seems to be pumping pretty well. So I just wanted to cover that today. I mean, Palantir jumped 10%. This is kind of the pattern that you could have traded on. It's just looking for the symmetrical triangle pattern. This is one of my favorite patterns to trade with, and I just totally missed out on it today. But it's really cool to see Palantir continuously follow its own technical analysis. Like, how many stocks do you know that consistently follow its technical analysis? To where if you entered, even on the EMA, look at the support, we didn't break underneath it from the technical standpoint of where the EMA is for the 180 day. And same with the VWAP, right? Even back here, no reason to take a call or buy shares for a position if you cannot cross the VWAP. So you can wait for it to drop, look at the EMA, maybe take a position here and get a shorter run, because it can get pretty weak on the VWAP. It could get shut right back down, but we did break it. And then with that big clear break to where this candle is not touching the VWAP line anymore, trades in this little consolidation, continuously setting lower highs and higher lows, as you can see. Then we get a big boost of volume right here, breaks out, starts to consolidate, and here comes the breakout itself. So this was a phenomenal play for most people who were able to play it. But continue to look out for the symmetrical triangle in your trading and your day-to-day plays, because this is a really great pattern. And it's especially great when the market sells off in the morning, as it did a ton over the summer. And this is how I took a lot of my positions over the summer on trades, because it seemed like almost every day in August, SPY dipped like $1 or $2, or some stock did. You could buy at the bottom, ride it up through this triangle, breakout, and I would always secure profits in the middle of the day. So that's a little secret for you guys when it comes to technical analysis, is look out for these symmetrical triangle patterns. And if you ever do spot one and you're unsure of it, you can always at me in one of the discords and say, hey Logan, is this a symmetrical triangle you're talking about? And should I make a position here? Because I can't watch all the stocks at once. I wish I could. I can really only watch about 3 at a time to stay consistent with it. So if you guys are able to find some, and I can always check your technical analysis for you, but this is a great way to trade and such a great pattern. And just the fact that it was so textbook, and Palantir has been this textbook as of recently, it's just super impressive to see. So try this in your trading next time and let me know how Palantir has been for you guys. But I've been really happy with it. And even just looking at this now, it just looks so good. And I'm excited, and I think they're going to continue to break out into tomorrow because the volume's back. We're also in this bigger bull flag pattern. If we go to the 180-day chart, you guys can see this is another nice flag pattern that we'll just set here. Also falling down here. So this is another really nice little flag to where this is the breakout, and we could see Palantir rise back up to all-time highs, and that's kind of my range for it. We're going to see how they act tomorrow, and this week could continue to be weird for most stocks. Palantir flourished today, but we could see to where Palantir broke out of this channel. So we could see a really solid movement, and I truly think that we'll see back to, the $31, $32 range. Now, I'm not sure if we'll see this high again. I know these stocks like to try to test it or even break past it, but it is possible with Palantir that we could see that. But I really like this pattern right here, and this is when they IPO'd. Was back here. So I'm just really curious to see how they continue to move over this month, but this seems to be the little breakout that it needed, and maybe it pulls back a little bit before it takes off again. But I really am bullish on Palantir right now, and you guys know I'm neutral because I'm a trader, but this is something you want to keep in mind, is just use your technical analysis, find these plays. This is why it's on my watch list this week, is because of this movement, and then of course today's 10% movement. So I expect a little pullback over the next couple of days, possibly the next week, and then maybe the end of this week or into next week is when we see a larger move up to 32, 33 to retest its high. So we'll have to see. It all depends on market conditions. I know there's a lot of stuff that's kind of shaking the market up a little bit this morning at least. So that's going to be everything for me, guys. I really hope this helps you and helps your trading. I just want to touch on the symmetrical triangle, also touch on this flag pattern that's forming. I want to touch on that for you guys. I'm really excited. I hope this helps your trading. Do not forget to join the discords, leave a like and subscribe on this video, as it means a ton to me and helps the channel out greatly. We're almost at 2,500 subscribers. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.